What's up, Say Squad? You already know who it is. It is your favorite girl in the whole wide world. I am the Mone't, and welcome back to another episode of Multi-Million Dollar Vision Mondays. I have a very special guest. If you cannot tell, this is my dad. I'm so honored to have him on my show. He is my episode number 4, so you already know I'm geeked up. We have the one, the only, Steve the Barber. But before he was Steve the Barber, he had so many different hats. So we're going to get into that. If you are not part of the squad yet, all you have to do is like and share this video. Make sure you leave a comment below of what you want to see. Also on my channel, I'm trying to keep the videos coming for y'all so that y'all keep supporting the kid. And make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that y'all can know when the kid posts a video. You ready then? Let's get it. And also, for those of you who are already a part of my squad, I thank y'all. I know I thank y'all every video, but I truly appreciate y'all because without y'all support, there would be no Say Mone't TV. So I appreciate y'all so much and keep the support coming. So let's get into the questions. So first, I just want to know, how does it feel to be sitting here getting interviewed by your own daughter?
Oh, it's one of those proud daddy moments.
Yeah. All right. So, like I said in the beginning, you weren't always Steve the Barber. A lot of people that just started following you or they just got to know you as Steve the Barber. But a lot of people don't know that you did so many things before this, and one of those things was truck driving. So, my first question for you, being that you were once Steve the truck driver, how hard of a transition was it from you going from state to state, like a different state almost every day in a truck, to now it's like you have your own shop and everyone comes to you for business?
Well, actually, before you were born, I used to be a barber, so it's actually going back to my roots. Yeah. But it's a difference. It's a change. It's a lot more interaction with people because people are more my passion than trucking. It was a dream come true to own my own truck. So once that got fulfilled, I guess now it's time to really walk more into what my calling is.
Right. So like you said, it wasn't that hard of a transition because you were once a barber already. So it's just God making it really a full circle, really.
Yeah,
like full circle manifestation,
exactly.
really. Like what you started off doing, and then you did trucking, to provide for your family, do what you have to do, and live that passion out. And now you're right back to where it all started, and you're flourishing with that, which is amazing. And you have your own location. You didn't even have to go and rent a booth from somebody to start off. You was able to just take it on and do that. So that leads me to my next question. As your daughter, like you said, I mean, he just dropped a big one on me. I didn't even know that he was big on barbering before I was even born. So that's really dope for me to find out. So I'm finding out stuff with y'all. But my next question, all right, now as your daughter, I know, it wasn't always smooth sailing, the fresh clothes, the cars and all of that. I know you had your moments with going to cosmetology school because you went from full-time working to now being in school full-time. So what kind of challenges did you face with that? Because I know that's a big thing, especially for a man. I know that was something big from you always on the road working to now it's like, all right, I'm in school now. I'm a full-time, going back to being a student.
Well, like I said, it's also going back to my roots. My roots have always been being a man of faith and trusting God. So when I got the release of my spirit to go to school, I mean, I didn't have a doubt that God would take care of us, that he would always provide like he always does. Yeah. So it's just another exercise. It was another faith exercise, walking by faith daily, trusting God, believing him every day that he will provide, and he did.
He did. He definitely did. And for those of you who don't know, I mean, I'm sure y'all can tell, that I can speak for myself as your daughter, that you are a man of few words. He don't say a lot, but when he does speak, he speaks with volume. He speaks with a lot of wisdom. And, that you have the type of spirit that's like when you speak, people do listen. I don't know if you know that, but when he speaks, people do listen, and he has a very calming spirit. So if you're wondering why when you're watching this video, it's like all of a sudden you felt this calmness come on you. I felt a calmness come on me just sitting here talking to him on this camera. So I know y'all feel it too, but I just wanted to give y'all a little insight on that. So So my next question for you, then, I don't have this written down. This is just me wanting to know out of curiosity. What moment, like what hit you at the moment? Well, I guess the question I'm trying to ask is, at what point in your career as a truck driver did God drop it on you like, all right, Steve, it's time for you to go back to school to really fulfill that your purpose in cosmetology?
Well, it was actually due to circumstances, uncontrollable circumstances, in which I wasn't able to renew my DOT physical that really derailed my trucking career. So it was more or less our steps are always ordered.
Right.
So it was just a redirection. You know, it wasn't a calamity. It wasn't a situation that was any type of panic. It was just, okay, God, I'm listening. It's time for the next chapter. And there's a such thing called perfect will and permissive will. I mean, God gave me permissive will. He knew I wanted my own truck, so He gave it to me. Mm-hmm. He allowed me to do trucking for almost 20 years, in which that time period I owned 3 trucks. Got a chance to run my own hot shot business. So He gave me every desire of my heart. So I had no complaints. So I mean, we're just vessels. We just, we're here to do His work. So, hey, we just keep it moving.
That's right. And like I said in episode 2, when we talked to Whit, I told her that I was like, when her mom died, she was saying how she used that determination that she already had to get her mama better. So when Miss Tracy did pass, she took that same determination and put it into her business. So when I told her, I was like, it's like God took what some people call tragedy and turned it into a treasure. Same with you. Mm-hmm. Instead of you just giving up and saying, oh, well, I'm just retire and just do nothing. You say, well, I'm going to take this opportunity to go back, like you said, get the knowledge you needed for your roots and turn it into another passion. And that's something you could leave for generations to come and give opportunities to other young men and young women as well. So, which also leads me to another question. Do you see Steve the Barber ever branching out and doing cosmetology master classes and different things like that, like teaching other young and older people the different techniques of barbering or your technique and different tips and knowledge that you have with the cosmetology industry?
Well, with all of the advancements in technology and social media, the possibilities are limitless.
Yeah. Teaching
possibilities, learning. I believe I have a lot that I can share with the hair industry, not only about cutting hair, but about life in general, right. About reaching your goals, achieving your goals, setting goals, believing in yourself, believing in your divine purpose, and being able to face adversity. So yes, by all means, I feel to believe that maybe one day I may be able to teach or lead or guide and help develop some young barbers, cosmetologists, or whoever.
Yeah, so y'all be on the lookout for that. So when I post it on Instagram, make sure y'all slide up and register. For those of you who don't know, both of my parents are actually amazing master cosmetologists. So that leads me to my next question. Because for those of you who don't know, she will be on an episode real soon. But if you don't know, I have a bulldog as a mom. So how does it feel working with your wife? Being that she's so headstrong and you like I said, you more of the calm, balance is everything. You more of the calm laid back when she's more of the assertive one. How do y'all balance out being married outside of the business and then being business partners at the same time?
Well, one thing that's true is that opposites attract. Mm-hmm. So you have to realize that you, more than anything, you want to be able to complement your business partner or life partner. Mm-hmm. Whereas one is hot, one is cold. One is high, one is low. That's where you meet balance. The average, you take the average of the two, it brings you to the middle point. And that's where the peace is, that's where the calm is. I think a mistake that most people make is they try to look for someone that's just like them, instead of looking for someone that complements them. Right. And the pieces come together. So I guess the answer to my question is that's how we co-op. That's how we function. We function in that when she's hot, I'm cold. When I'm cold, she's hot. And we complement each other and we make it work.
Yeah. They make it work. They make it work, y'all. Keyword, they make it work. So I wanted to ask you this too, because I see, for those, like I said, y'all may not know, but I am the one who does all his videos, his slideshows and everything. And I see a lot of the people that, like, all the pictures you send me is usually like people that you grew up with, or like people that you know personally that support your business. So how does that feel? Because I know a lot of times, it seems like sometimes we in like I think they call it the crab in a bucket type. Some people have that crab in a bucket type mentality where it's like, oh, somebody I know came from where I'm from, I'm not going to support them, I'm going to support somebody I don't know. But for you, it's like the total opposite. It's like everybody, like from Vasher and everything, found out, oh, Steve cut hair, let me go support him. How does that make you feel inside knowing that you have that support backing you up?
It's humbling. It's truly humbling. And for every person that sits in my chair, it's a blessing to me. It's almost, I treat every single haircut as a worship moment in which I'm thanking God, because I have this philosophy that I believe that every barber can cut hair. So the fact that someone will come in and sit in my chair is a blessing, because they can go anywhere.
Right.
So I guess the answer, what I'm trying to say is, I always be grateful to my clients, especially the ones from home.
Right.
You know, the ones that I grew up with, that I may have cut their hair back in the day, that still come to me and give me the opportunity, because to me it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
Every haircut is an opportunity to be able to use my hands and work my gift.
Yeah.
So it's truly humbling. For
sure. And I've seen with my own two eyes, like, people walk into the shop feeling one way, and then it's like, or people we even go to church with, like, I've never seen them walk around with that type of confidence before until they got their hair cut by you. And it's amazing how you can literally, like, cosmetologists are literally like God's creation to help people feel better about themselves. Like, it's so many different avenues with that, which leads me to my next thing. It's more of it's like a question. Y'all think I'm like the fitness head and all of that, but every big person or every mastermind or whatever you want to call it always has, like you said, a root or somebody that they once saw do it, and it was like, you know what, I know I can do it because that person gives me that fuel. And my dad has always been that for me, because before I even started fitness, I saw him killing in the gym, and I would be like, man, like, how my daddy do that? Like, how does he have the, momentum to go to the gym like that? Until I started, and I'm like, wow. But it took for me to see him do it first. So the next thing I want to say is you have another avenue in your life, which is fitness. Your transformation is crazy. I will show y'all pictures because words can't even describe it. I have to let y'all physically see it and visually see it for yourselves. But I want to ask, what made you come to the conclusion in life where you was like, all right, it's time for me to get it together physically. It's time for me to get into the gym, change my nutrition, really, get right with myself.
It was so many things that happened, but it was more of when you have a passion for something and you follow your passion. And for me, what did it was the people that got motivated by what I was doing. The people that will come up to me and say, man, if you did it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And for me, that's a driving force. It holds me accountable.
Yeah.
To know that I can't turn back. There's too many people watching.
Mm-hmm.
I can't turn back. There's too many people drawing motivation from me. I can't turn back. Too many people are inspired by what I do.
Yeah.
So, and at the same time, by God's grace, He allowed me to do things that I thought I would never be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
So for that is so many reasons, but in a nutshell, I've come too far to turn around.
Yep, that's right. And do you remember the first day when you walked into the gym, like when you made that decision, like, all right, I'm going to get this membership today? Do you remember that moment and like what you felt like walking in there?
Well, at first, I never really thought that I really didn't do it at that time, thinking that I would be able to transform my body. But I knew I wanted to change, and I knew that I wanted better for myself. So the mindset then was totally different. But once you start seeing results, that's when it comes alive to you. Mm-hmm. That's when you really know, and you start to believe within yourself, and you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can do it.
Right.
You have to go in every day knowing that you won't be denied, and right. you don't give up on yourself. People will give up on you, but never ever ever give up on yourself.
That part. So your name, ironically, on Instagram is Landry Ain't Fit. Are you trying to give the people a hint that something about to happen with Steve the Barber? Is Steve the Barber also about to become Steve the Coach? Is that something that we need to be looking for pretty soon?
Yes, actually it is. So like with anything else in life, the only limits are the ones that we set for ourselves. So I don't place any limits on the possibilities of, because I know that is everything that happens is for a reason. Everything that I do is for a reason. Every head I cut is for a reason. Every rep I do at the gym is for a reason. Yep. So my mind, I keep an open mind. I walk by faith daily, and I do believe that God has ordered my steps in order to be able to take fitness and hair to another level.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all know I'm geeked up about it because you see a lot of husband and wives doing fitness things together, but to have a father and a daughter come together and make a big dynamic duo, I'm telling y'all, be on the lookout because Mone't and Steve, the Coach, are about to link up, y'all. I'm telling y'all, get ready. And one thing I can say, like I said, as your daughter, this one is real personal because I live in a house with him. So for me to be able to find a lot of these questions I'm asking because I wanted to know the answers on them too. But one thing I can say that is watching you throughout the years, from when I can remember, just seeing you, I can honestly say maybe from the age maybe of 4 up until even now, I can say that anything you put your mind to, you've always went full force with. Whether it was driving trucks, it's like it was very rare that I heard you say, you was gonna take off, or unless it was like an emergency, or even when cosmetology school came about, he never missed a day of school. I think that you had so many credits, you could have graduated early, huh?
I did graduate.
Yeah, he graduated early. See what I'm saying? And then with fitness, you just went all in. Like I've seen my daddy. I think my daddy went to the gym this morning. I think he's going back this evening. So it's like he's really like, there's these Instagram influencers who like tell you like, oh, do this, do that on camera, and then live a different life. But this is a man who is like, he just get on the camera and tell y'all, look, have a blessed day, and he lets his actions lead before his words even come out his mouth. So I wanted to ask, where did this dedication, like where did that characteristic stem from? Is there somebody in your life who like imparted that in you, or if that's the right word, or is that just something that just God just dropped in you when he made you?
I think that as a parent, every parent wants to leave a legacy for their children. Every parent wants to set an example for their children.
Right.
And I expect greatness from you and your brothers. So if I expect greatness from y'all, then I need to be great.
Right.
I can't settle for less. I have to put my all. If I tell you, if I wake up in the morning and I say, Sage, you got to put your all into it. There's no accountability unless you've seen me put my all into it.
Exactly.
So that's the greatest motivation. The greatest motivation is to be who I say I am.
Right. Exactly. And just to piggyback off of that, like you said, like there's parents that literally hound their kids, like get up, go do it. But it was never a time that you really even had to come in my room and like wake me up and say, come on, Sage, you gotta go do it. Like you said, it was just me watching him. Like there was plenty of days where I was like, man, I'm not going to the gym. And I click on Instagram and it's like, I see him in the gym at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, well, shucks, this man just went to school for 8 hours, or even now he got to cut hair for almost 12 hours. He'll go to the gym 2 hours before he got to go. So I'm like, what's my excuse? I'm like, I got to get it in. Me and him, we both doing what we love. So why should I give any less if my own parent who's worked his behind off to give me the life of a queen, if he can do it, why can't I? So if there's any parents out there watching, just know that your kids are watching you. You are your kids' greatest motivation but it's up to you to lead them down the right path. And that's just that on that. So it was my pleasure then to have you on here. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm proud of myself. I didn't cry. But before we get off though, I want to ask you, is there any words of advice you want to just give any man or even woman out there? Just anything on your heart that you just want to pour out to the people, just off top?
The only thing I want to say is keep God first. Put God first. Look, nobody's perfect. Nobody can expect you to be perfect. But we serve a perfect God, and He can do anything. We can do all things through Christ. So stop placing limitations on yourself. Wake up every day with excitement. I wake up every morning with excitement. I haven't used an alarm clock in so long. He opens my eyes, and it's like before my feet touch the ground, I'm like ready, set, go. It's a new day.
Right.
So live each day to the fullest. Don't hold grudges. Don't let anger, bitterness, anything get in the way of you living the fullness in which Jesus Christ died for us to have. So that's all I gotta say. Keep God first, live life to the fullest, and remember, love. Let love lead the way.
Got to. And before we get off, is there any scripture, in any one scripture that you stand on that fell on me just now? Any scripture that you stand on and it's just like you just need that one word to just get you back on track? Any scripture that you just stand on that you want to share with the people?
It's in the book of Philippians, but it's the scripture that talks about God finishing the work that He started in us. Mm-hmm. And that's that's the same thing that I preach to y'all. Finish, start strong, finish strong. Mm-hmm. Finish. Don't whatever, no matter what, finish.
Yep. Wait, I think I just looked at it. Oh no, that was songs. That's all I was looking at. I was looking at songs, but wait, what you say, Mom? Y'all, we got my mom in the room. Might as well say it again.
Philippians 1 and 6.
Philippians 1 and 6. If y'all looking for that scripture,
Philippians 1 and 6.
1 and 6. God gonna always finish the work He started you. So if you have anything in your heart that you want, I don't care if you want to be a clothing designer. I don't care if you want to make your own type of Crocs. Go out there, you do it, you stick to it, you study what you gotta study, you do what you gotta do, promote yourself, and you let God lead the way. Again, they're so happy to have you. I'm gonna put his Instagrams, because he has more than one, on here, and we trying to get him in the flow. I'm about to try and get him in the flow of YouTube too, so make sure y'all keep up with him. This is Steve, the barber, the one and only, there is no other, and Steve, the coach, is on his way. Just make sure y'all be on the lookout. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for supporting me. Remember, keep God first, love yourself, and let's get this bread. We out.